Well, do we need anything special in our practice today? Any requests?
Super low back.
Low back? Okay. Could that be from the heart openers we did yesterday, maybe? We did do some heart openers in hot yoga yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can work on low back. Anything else that we want to work on? Requests, needs? Chest? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, and we've been kind of doing more heart openers this week in the theme of Valentine's Day and the month of love and all of that. One of the things that I want to bring into class today, and we've kind of talked about this a little bit, is this mindfulness versus mindlessness. I've been talking to people a lot about this lately. Mindfulness is very popular right now, and yes, we need mindfulness because we're distracted all the time, right? But what about mindlessness? Do we need that too? Now, I'm not talking about mindless scrolling, but I'm talking about just being with yourself, mindless, right? So one of my favorite questions I get asked is like on an emotional level, right? Like we talk about the physical stuff all the time, but I've been having a lot of conversations with people about integrative, like why does the hip always bother you? What is the emotional thing behind that, right? And so people, when they start feeling or recognizing or things come out of the darkness with trauma, with wounds that we've had in our past, emotional stuff, they say, well, how do I heal that? How do I fix that? How do I work through that? Well, I'm not a licensed professional to help you with that. However, my best advice is to sit with it and breathe with it. Just sit with it and breathe with it. Don't analyze it. Don't diagnose it. Don't try to figure it out. Just sit and breathe with it and see what comes out of that, because that alone gives that situation love and attention. And it's when that stuff starts to come up that makes us feel emotionally uncomfortable, the first thing that we want to do is what? Distract. Like go turn to our phone or go talk to somebody or go to sleep or go eat or whatever it is. Maybe it's go to yoga, right? And that's good sometimes to process that way, but we also have to learn to just sit with the thing and breathe with it, whatever it is, whatever we're feeling. And so that's where that mindlessness comes up in our yoga practice. So when we're in child's pose, when we're just standing in our mountain pose with our eyes closed, when we're in these poses that don't require a lot of effort to hold, but there's all this stuff going on the inside, right? So in those moments, can you be mindless? Can you just breathe? Can you just, breathe with whatever comes and recognize it, versus trying to, I say a lot of times, breathe it away, but can you also breathe with it before you breathe it away? So just thinking about that. The reason that I bring that up, just getting very personal, the whole reason that I'm here teaching yoga and doing yoga is because yoga is a medicine for me emotionally and mentally. And I lost my father 12 years ago this Saturday to suicide. And that was what put me on the path of this whole world where I am today. I was in corporate retail management for this. I didn't do yoga at all. It was that learning to sit with my grief and the shock of the grief and just the challenges of how I, went through the receiving of my father passing. Learning to just sit and breathe with it, It was a very uncomfortable thing, especially in yoga practice. It would come up a lot because we'd be opening the heart or we'd be in these uncomfortable poses, and you want to just move on to the next pose because that makes you feel anxious or it makes you feel sad or it makes you feel whatever. But I've learned to sit and breathe with those things. And when I learned to sit and breathe with that discomfort in my body, as long as it was safe and I wasn't hurting myself, the discomforts and the emotions, I learned to sit and breathe with those too. And I healed the grief of losing my father that way. And I learned to manage my anxiety a lot and just, the things that I was going through at the time and now too. So when we have all of these anxious thoughts or negative self-talk or, maybe a memory comes up or a wound, when we're doing our yoga practice and we're opening up and we're experiencing the physical discomfort or that physical edge and it takes us to that emotional edge, try to breathe with it before you're just trying to send it on. Because a lot of times if you do that and you keep ignoring it, it just keeps coming back. And that's why we have these people that have this constant right shoulder or this thing in my neck all the time, always my low back, But you come to yoga all the time, so why is it those things? Because physically you're taking care of yourself, right? So just something to think about in your practice today. We make yoga so physical in the Western world, but it's a lot deeper than that. so much deeper. It's not about bending yourself into a pretzel. It's about getting emotionally flexible, mentally flexible as well. Let's go to child's pose. Let's go ahead and ground in. Take time to slow down. Maybe start to practice a little bit of that mindlessness, just letting go of your day. Coming into a space of allowing everything to come up, but just breathing with it, being gentle with it. Maybe noticing if there's any physical connections, or vice versa today, emotional to physical, physical to emotional. As you're softening with your breath, also soften the mind. No need to think or analyze or diagnose or even prescribe. One of the things we work towards in yoga is detachment. It's letting go of even expectations for your practice. It's different than setting intention. Set the intention and then let go of what comes through after that. Trust it's what you need. And take just a few more breaths here, grounding in. Take your time coming up to table. Reset wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spreading the fingers wide for foundation. Let's go into our cat-cow. Inhale for the cow, looking out. Exhale for cat, looking under. And move with it. Really finding space. Let's do one more round. And we'll come back to neutral with our toes tucked. And then slide your right hand behind, or right foot behind, toes on the ground. Left fingertips out in front. Everything stays grounded. We're just reaching across the body. Nice good stretch here. Slide everything back in. Switch out your foot and hand. Reaching through. Come back in. Let's turn our fingertips out to the side. Just rock side to side for a moment. Keeping insides of the elbows facing center. Keeping shoulders and wrists strong. And then when you're ready, come back into center. Turn your fingers forward. Let's take our first down dog. Move around with it. Explore the body. What do you need right now? Start to find stillness in your dog. Sink in for a breath or two. Walk back towards your feet when you're ready. Roll up to standing. We'll just do some shoulder rolls at the top, back down and away. One more shoulder roll, then inhale, reach up. Exhale, pass through the heart, fold down, stay in your standing fold, bending the knees if you need, leaning towards the toes, even if it's just a little bit. Navel to spine to help support. Good. Slowly roll back up to standing. Again, at the top, roll the shoulders back and away, then interlace your hands behind, exploring there, opening across your heart, mindful to keep the waist and the glutes relaxed. So I always joke, just to lighten the mood, I always joke that we squeeze our butt a lot, and we realize that in yoga, but it's a defense mechanism. You're opening your heart, which is super vulnerable, and so your butt squeezes. We gotta contain the energy. So it's hard. We have to, when we do these things different in our body, we have to learn to relax and just show our body that we're safe. Good. Go ahead and fold with it. Bring the arms down with you. But then that teaches us also to be safe when we're uncomfortable in our emotions. We're locking things out. When we learn to open up, we learn to breathe with it. Let's let the arms go and just fold a little deeper. Good. All that tingling you may feel, that's energy unlocking. Let's take an inhale to half lift, looking out. Exhale, come down to table. And once you arrive, just a little hip swing. So we swing the right hip to the right, look over the right shoulder, cinching waist. Left hip to the left, look over your left shoulder. And you can go side to side. Maybe you match it with breath, maybe you don't. The key is it should feel like you're loosening up your tailbone, getting kind of a rhythm with it. Good. Maybe one more each way. And then come back into center, and we're just taking that left foot behind again, toes on the ground. No hand this time, just press back. And then pick up your foot, cross it over to the right, set the toes down, look to the right, open through the left side even more. Take your breath, come back into table, take your right foot behind, press back. And then pick up your foot, cross it over to the left, look to the left. Take your time coming back in. Let's go to our thread the needle. Left arm's gonna go out and then underneath, relaxing down either to the elbows, maybe on through to the head, somewhere in between. Good. Breathing with it, exploring with that right hand if you feel called. One more breath here. Come back out. Take your time resetting, then right arm goes out. Inhale, exhale, bring it under. Explore the other side. Might be different. Notice what you need. Left hand might want to do something different than the right did. Take a breath. Take your time unwinding. Let's go back to our down dog. Hold it with more stillness once you arrive. Sinking in. Really rotating triceps under. Good. Let's walk back to the feet. Roll up to standing. This time we're going to take 3 breaths. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. From here, we're going to let the arms hang by our sides. Bring your chin to chest. You're just going to stand tall, mindful of your posture. Check back in. Make sure that you're relaxed from the waist down. You can micro bend the knees a little bit if you need. Breathe into the back of your neck and head. And then roll your right ear to shoulder. Move back down through your chest to the left. Side to side, half circles. Exploring there. Maybe one more each way. Once you feel balanced, just come back into the center. And maybe a few shoulder rolls to wiggle it out. Eventually we'll interlace behind the opposite way now. So doing both ways, exploring how it feels on this side. Checking back in with the glutes and then the legs. Good. Take a breath and start to fold with the arms behind. Explore it there. And again, let the arms go. Unlock all that heart energy. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to plank this time. You can come to the knees or you can go all the way out in your plank. You decide. Press strong across your shoulders, almost like a mini cat back there. Insides of your elbows face center again. Press strong for one more inhale. Exhale, shift forward, then lower down. Find your chaturanga, and then press right to your up dog. Find that nice stretch through the back. Again, relaxing from the glutes down. It's really lifting. Good. Strengthening our core on both sides. Take a breath. Come back into down dog. Press into it. This time, right knee bends and left heel presses down. Just getting that stretch through the left leg. Inhale first. Exhale, switch. Noticing the difference. Take a breath, ground both heels equally. Holding that dog just a little longer. Maybe dumping out the mind. And then walking back to the toes. Slowly roll up to standing. Take a deep breath overhead. Hands to heart. And then we just go with hands down by our sides, palms forward. So this is our mountain pose, call to attention pose. We are going to give attention by closing our eyes, tuning back in, maybe a little micro bend in the knees. Soft, deep breathing here. And noticing maybe what stuck around after that down dog. Is there anything that you need to breathe with? And nothing else. Call to attention pose, Tadasana. Give yourself attention. Give yourself breath and prana. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach overhead. On the exhale, reach forward, stretch your spine, make your way back down again. Once you arrive in your fold, inhale, lift up halfway, looking out. Exhale, walk out to your plank pose, either on the knees or all the way. We'll be here just for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Lower through chaturanga, all the way down. Again, pressing into that up dog. This time we'll go to child's pose. A little bit wider with the knees if that feels okay. Sink back, relax on down. Check back in. Take one more breath here. Come forward into your tabletop again. And we're going to combine our child's pose and our thread the needle. It's just like it sounds. So when you get ready to ease back into the child's pose, scoop your left hand underneath and relax into it. Obviously going to change things, so just take yourself wherever you need to. Good. Sink in. We've got one more deep breath here. Unwind all the way back to tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Then scoop the right arm under as you ease back again into that child's pose. Combining the two, noticing how you feel. And then again, let's unwind back to table. And we're going to swing our right leg around to our lizard pose. We stay on the outside of our hands. Might need to slide your back knee away before releasing your foot. Take your time sinking in from there. Shoulder blades moving down the spine, opening the heart. We're going to take a twist each way. So take your left hand out a little bit or just lean into it. Right hand goes to your leg. You're going to start to twist towards your leg. Back shoulder starts to relax as you look behind. You can also press to the inside of your knee, maybe opening your hip more or rolling your foot off the mat. If you do that, flex your big toe. Doing good. Take a deep breath. Come back in, keep your hand on your leg. Now the foot grounds, but we spin away. We look away, we keep pressing into the foot, and we don't let it come off the mat this time. Good, getting a good stretch across our collarbones. Deep breath. Come back into center. Good, let's switch out our lizard pose. Making the adjustments with your back leg if you need to. Sinking in. Remember that this is a deep hip opener, and in the energy world, the hips are where we hold our emotion. That's why they get so tight. You lock it up. I'm preparing you for Pisces season, which arrives in about 3 days. It's the most emotional season of the zodiac. Take a deep breath. Walk into that right hand more. Left hand comes up. Guide your twist looking back. Good. Maybe opening the hip more, maybe not. Relax the back shoulder wherever you are. And then come forward. Flatten the foot. Spin in. Press and look away. Good. Deep breath. Back to center. Let's find that tabletop. Then into our down dog. Just pedal the dog a few times, one knee at a time. Working it out. And then let's walk up towards the top of our mat. Release when you're ready. Roll up to standing. Take a deep breath overhead once you arrive. Hands to heart. We're going to go into our warrior one pose. We want to step our right foot forward, bending the knee. Left foot turns out maybe 45 or less degrees, 20, 30 even. Heels can be close together like walking a tightrope, but the farther apart, a little bit easier for you. Hands at the heart. We're going to take Kali Mudra, pointer finger and thumb come out. And you can either hold it here at the heart or you could take it overhead. So wherever you're at, just breathing, just relaxing, and then pressing to the outer edges of both feet. That might turn your hip to the corner. If it does, draw the right hip back, left hip forward. This is a hip opener. Heart opener as well. Take a deep breath. Good. We're just going to adjust. So bring your hands to your hips for balance. Open up that back foot. Adjust your feet for a high lunge. Good. And then hands come to heart, just an Anjali Mudra, prayer hand. And you could also take that overhead separating, relaxing the shoulders. Breathing into balance and finding something that's not moving eye level or below. Find your drishti. Really good. Take a breath. Step to the top. Inhale, reach overhead to reset. Exhale, back down. Let's go to warrior one on the left foot. Right foot turning out slightly. Setting up your heels, setting up your hips. Taking Kali Mudra when you're ready. Either holding at the heart or reaching up. Pressing strong. Noticing that hip-heart connection. Take a breath. Release your arms for balance. Adjust to your high lunge now. Really splitting the legs, prayer hands, or reaching overhead again. Doing good. Take a breath. Take your time coming out. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Good. From here, take a half lift. Step out to tabletop. And from here, we're just going to do our open twist. So we take the right arm up. We're going to hold it and explore here. If it feels good, turn your palm away from you and keep pressing back. You could also bend your elbow and form a wing and press the elbow away, or snake your arm around your waist underneath. Lots of options to open. Really press through knees and hands. This is good for our ears and sinuses too. Take a nice deep breath and then just unwind it. Reset back to table. Left arm reaches out when you're ready, exploring there. Maybe you just hold and press back. Maybe you spin the palm away and press back. Maybe you take it behind your back, around your waist. Lots of options. Do good. Take a little press into the hands and knees. Come out of it. Good. We're going to have a seat on the knees. If that doesn't feel good, you can sit a different way. And we're getting into the neck again. We're going to layer our hands over our heart as an anchor. From there, we look up and we move our neck and head all around. jaw moves around. One more breath here. And then release back down. Good. Relax the arms for just a moment. Then reach your right arm overhead. Left arm comes out. Walk that arm out as far as you need. Pressing hips away from hands. Maybe changing your gaze. Opening your ribs. Breathing into the right side. Inhale. Exhale, reset. Take your time exploring the other side. Deep breath. Come back into center. Good. Let's go all the way into down dog. Take your time getting there. Good. So once you arrive, take your left leg up to a three-legged dog. You're going to bend your knee, flex your foot, kick over your hip. You can still bend that right knee as much as you need. Good. Keep sinking your chest. Take a breath. Come back down. Try out the other leg. See how that feels. Good deep breaths. Good. Lower down. Find a squat with the feet, toes and knees out to the corners. Walk back. Maybe it's elbows or hands on the legs. Maybe we start to go further down, wherever you need your squat today. Good. Sinking into that hip opener. Mindful of the knees, going in the same direction as the toes. Come up to standing. Reset everything forward into your mountain pose. Inhale, reach overhead when you're ready. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. One more time, we're going to reach up. Stay reaching. Let the shoulders relax into their sockets. And then the thumbs just press back if you need more. Mindful of the glutes relaxing. Lift with navel and heart. Press through the heels to help strengthen your back. Doing good. Nice deep breath. And then take your time just coming back into neutral, and we'll swing it, step with it side to side, elephant trunk pose. Good. Slow it all back down. And then we're going to take our right arm up, bend the elbow, left hand goes to that elbow for more, and just keep opening from there. Half cow facing arm, keeping some distance between our chin and chest best we can. And then other side when you're ready. Take your breath. Release back down, shake it all out. We're going to do reverse prayer hands today. So we start by just taking those wings behind our back. So back of the hands to the low back. And this may be it for you. Otherwise, you turn and place the outer edges of your pinkies against your back. So your palms would be pushing down towards the ground behind you. If you can go there, maybe you start to drop the elbows, bring the fingers together and work into that prayer hand position. You can go as deep as you want from here. You're going to have to walk up the back to find more space to come together. Check in with the rest of your body. The more relaxed your back is, the more you'll be able to do this. Keep opening. Really press the elbows away wherever you are. Open through the front side. One more breath. Release down. Shake it all out for a moment. Good. And then let's actually do some wrist rolls to work all that out. Good. And then close your fingers over your thumbs and just continue to roll, relax shoulders. And we'll just switch it up. Thumbs over fingers. Same thing both ways. a deep breath and then just shake it all out. We're going to inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, move into our fold. Hang out in that fold for a moment. Grab onto your legs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Just pull yourself a little closer. Give yourself some length today. And then release that bind, sink a little deeper. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, come down to table. And let's swing our legs over to the left side. So our right leg is in front. We're bending the knees. Pretzel seat. Yep. As we talk about pretzels today, we'll bend ourselves into half pretzels. All right, flex your front foot, take it farther away from you. This is modified pigeon. So we're just exploring now. There's no rules, just find what feels good for your hips, maybe other places in the body. Just as effective as the other pigeon we do. Notice the rest of the body. Try to stay soft and relaxed, especially maybe through jaw, shoulders, hands. Maybe one more breath here. And then as you come out of it, just bring your foot closer. We're still in this position with the legs. We're going to interlace our hands, reach away at the heart, press away from there. You could also bring the chin down, and you could bring it down, whatever feels good to kind of open through the heart. And then release it, shake it out. Good. Let's switch it out to the other side. We'll see what happens there. So once we arrive, we start by flexing the foot. We take it a little bit farther away from us. Good. And then just move it all around. There's no rules. Listen to your body, that's the rule. Maybe notice if this side is different. Sometimes we have one side that's a different world. Nice deep breaths while you explore. Slowly come back in, bringing the foot in a little bit. Again, we interlace the hands, maybe the opposite way, pressing away at the heart, opening up wherever you need to explore that while you're here. Release when you're ready. Good. Let's come into butterfly. Swing your legs around. Feet come together now. Bound angle. Sitting tall in that Baddha Konasana, leaning forward if you need more. Otherwise, just hanging out. We'll become a little bit more mindless here. Just breathing into it. Noticing what the hips give us as we open. We're going to keep hold around our legs. You might need the feet to go a little bit farther out. Seated cat-cow. So as we inhale, we'll open and pull. Exhale, just hold on, lean back and round. Move between the two. Rocking those hips out. Let's do one more each way. And then we'll slide our legs out in front of us. And we're just going to work on flexing and pointing the feet. We do have some colder weather moving in for a few days, so the bones might not like it. Just a warning. Pressure systems. And then let's hold that flex, lean into it. Into that flat back. Maybe pull the toes back just a little more. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Slide the hands back, fingers towards the body. Press and open through your heart. We'll keep the hands here. We just look forward to release the spine. Pull the legs up, feet go wide, knees are bent. We're gonna wipe our legs out side to side. Work on those hips again. The next time our knees come to the right, let's fall there, pick up the hands, reach behind, explore that twist. Opening up. Here's your low back, Lisa. Good, nice deep breath. Take your time coming out. Knees fall over to the left side. We explore the twist there. Take a breath. Come back into butterfly again. Maybe more of a diamond shape, feet even farther away. We're doing our hip circles. We start working around the legs. Maybe inhaling as you come forward. Exhale as you circle away. And make sure to go both ways. Go ahead and make your way to your spine. Hug your knees to chest once you get there. Give yourself a little squeeze. Roll your head left and right a few times. Once you feel balanced, let's hug right knee in, left leg goes along. Make yourself a little taller here, just relax. Let's explore single leg twist. Guide your knee over to the left, right arm reaches out to anchor you in. Look away from the twist once you arrive. Bring it across. Yeah, there you go. You got it. And then just unwind. Leg goes long. Bring the other knee in. And lengthen. Take your time. Start to move into your twist over to the right, or just opposite twist from what you did. Looking away. Take your breath. Unwind. Let's go to happy baby. Knees in, feet to the ceiling. Take hold on the outsides of the legs. Roll around. Massage the back. You can never take life serious in happy baby. Bring the feet together. And then take them up to the ceiling. Just start moving your ankles around. In kids yoga, you call that one dead bug pose. Dead bug pose. All right, bring the knees in, hands on the knees. Roll your knees in circles, massage out your low back. And just feel free to do anything else that you need, preparing for your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Taking your time, settling into that. No rush. Start to check back in with your breath. Feel that natural expansion and contraction as you breathe. Maybe breathe with anything that came up in your practice. No judgment. Nothing more than just breathing with it. Give it the attention it's asking for. Maybe you also still have the body asking for attention. Sending breath there with intention. Enhancing this place with more prana. Even if this place doesn't respond or move with the breath, simply setting the intention helps repair that space and give it the care and love it needs. Keep breathing deeply, exploring as you just lie here, nothing else to do. Let your exhales get longer and deeper than your inhales. Every breath out invites you into a deeper state of relaxation. Feel heaviness in your spine, your neck, the back of your head, maybe your whole head. Feel yourself anchored to your mat, anchored to the earth, still anchored into your practice, into the present. Let that heaviness move out into the rest of your bones. Come back to your head again. Let the mind rest. Let thoughts move into the background. Even let go of the need to control your breath. Just allow it to flow. Instead, bring awareness to relaxing the body more. Softening across your forehead, top of your head. Softening throughout your temples and around your ears. Softening throughout your eyes, letting them roll back and rest. Feeling that connection to the base of the skull, softening that occiput point. Relax your jaw, relax your throat. Feel your sinuses starting to open more. Feel your airways open up more. Relax your shoulders. Release that sensation of stress. Let it roll off you now like drops of water down off your arms, off your wrists and hands and fingers. Even feeling shoulder blades soften with the back of the heart. Feel your whole upper body resting with your head. Let that feeling continue throughout your rib cage, throughout the sides of your body, throughout your abdominal muscles and the rest of your core. Start to relax through the middle of your back, throughout your low back, eventually relaxing all of your back muscles, top to bottom, And let your spine do the same. Relax from the base of your skull to the tip of your tailbone, all the way through. Feel your lower body relaxing. Feel your hips releasing stress. Feel your glutes relax. Feel your legs relax. Soften through your ankles, your feet, your toes. Feel your whole body letting go. Continue to rest your energy, rest your mind. Let everything surrender into relaxation. Gently start to come back and more aware. Keeping the eyes closed, taking deeper breaths, with more control now. Gently inviting movement into fingers and toes. Any other part of the body you need to move. Maybe stretching arms out or overhead. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, draw knees to chest again. Give yourself a hug to release. Take your time rolling to the side of your choice. And stay as long as you need there on your side. Slowly coming back. Coming up to that seat once you feel ready. Again, there's no rush there. Let yourself find your posture. Let yourself find a relaxed body. Let yourself find deeper breaths in and out. Maybe scan the body, your mind, your energy again. Taking time to release whatever you need to with your breath. Take time to reflect on the practice you did today. Noticing how you feel. Noticing the shifts you made. Begin to lift your heart to head, bow your head to heart, sealing in a gesture of gratitude. Showing thanks for body and breath, for this practice, for anything else that you're grateful for. We'll seal with 3 breaths. Inhale, open mouth. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.